Let me tell you something. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to shine, but very few are willing to grind for it. You see, people talk about their dreams all day long, but when it's time to put in the work, they hesitate, they wait, or they quit. They want the reward without the struggle, the victory without the battle, the growth without the grind. But life doesn't work that way. Life only gives you what you earn, not what you wish for. There comes a point when you've got to look yourself in the mirror and ask, how bad do I really want it? Because the truth is, success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most disciplined. It comes to those who get up early, stay late, and keep going even when the world tells them they're done. It's about consistency when motivation fades, patience when progress slows down, and faith when results aren't visible. It's about believing that every drop of sweat, every setback, and every sacrifice is preparing you for something bigger. In this world, there are two kinds of people: the ones who talk about what they're going to do, and the ones who do it. The ones who show up even when no one's watching, even when no one believes in them. Those are the people who turn ordinary lives into extraordinary stories. That's what this message is about. Understanding that hard work always pays off. So if you've ever felt like giving up, if you've ever questioned whether the grind is worth it, I want you to stay with me until the very end. Because what you're about to hear will remind you that everything you're going through right now, the pain, the struggle, the waiting, it all has a purpose. This is your moment to rise, to reignite your fire, and to remind yourself that nothing can stop a person who refuses to quit. Stay locked in, stay focused, and listen closely. This message might just be the push you've been waiting for. Discipline is the invisible force that separates those who wish from those who achieve. It's not about talent, luck, or opportunity. It's about commitment. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when your body craves more sleep, studying when your friends are out having fun, and training when the world is resting. The truth is, every dream sounds beautiful in your mind, but without discipline, it remains nothing more than a fantasy. Discipline is what brings structure to your ambition and turns it into reality. When you look at people who have reached greatness, you'll see one thing in common. They mastered themselves before they mastered their craft. They controlled their emotions, their time, and their habits. They didn't wait for motivation to come knocking. They built their own momentum through routine and persistence. That's what discipline does. It doesn't rely on how you feel, it relies on what you decide. Feelings change every day, but decisions, when made with purpose, can change your entire life. There will be days when you feel exhausted, when progress seems invisible, and when giving up feels like the easier choice. But those are the moments when discipline speaks louder than excuses. Discipline reminds you why you started. It pushes you when everything else pulls you back. It becomes your inner voice saying, keep going, because this effort will not be wasted. Hard work backed by discipline is never in vain, because every bit of effort adds to your strength, your skill, and your success. Discipline also means saying no to distractions, to laziness, to instant gratification. In a world where everyone wants fast results, discipline teaches you the value of patience. It tells you that slow progress is still progress, and that consistency will always outlast motivation. The small actions you repeat daily, waking up early, working out, reading, improving yourself, might seem insignificant now, but over time, they build the foundation of your success story. Every great achievement was once built on disciplined effort repeated again and again. Discipline isn't a punishment, it's a promise to your future self. The moment you choose discipline over comfort, your life begins to shift, because the path of discipline may be hard, but it always leads to greatness. Patience is the art of trusting the process when the results are not yet visible. It's the quiet strength that keeps you moving when everything around you seems to move slower than your expectations. In a world that glorifies instant success and overnight fame, patience is the rare quality that separates those who merely start from those who finish. Everyone wants success, but not everyone is willing to wait and grow through the process that leads to it. Patience is not about sitting still. It's about working hard while understanding that great things take time. It's about knowing that the seed doesn't turn into a tree overnight. It needs nurturing sunlight and time to grow strong. There are moments in life when you'll give your all, and it will seem like nothing is happening. You'll work late nights, stay focused, and still see no visible progress. That's when most people quit. But patience whispers, keep going. Your time is coming. Every delay is not a denial, it's preparation. Sometimes God holds back certain things because you are not ready to receive them yet. You need to be molded, refined, and strengthened through time and struggle so that when the blessing finally arrives, you're ready to handle it. Patience is also about trusting that the hard work you're doing now is not being wasted. Even if you don't see results today, it doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Growth happens quietly underground before it blooms for the world to see. The people who understand this never give up midway. They understand that every failure, every rejection, and every challenge is part of the process that leads to success. When you rush the process, you rob yourself of the wisdom and experience that come from waiting. Patience teaches humility. It teaches you that you cannot control the timing of everything, but you can control your effort and your attitude. When you learn to wait without giving up, to keep working without seeing immediate rewards, that's when real strength is built. The strongest people are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who wait, learn, and keep pushing despite the delay. Patience turns frustration into focus, waiting into wisdom, and struggle into strength. When you combine patience with hard work, success doesn't just come, it lasts. Faith is the foundation that holds you up when life tries to knock you down. It's the quiet voice that tells you to keep going when every sign around you says to stop. Faith is not about seeing the finish line. It's about trusting that there is one, even when it's hidden by obstacles and doubt. When you have faith, you walk through darkness knowing that light exists on the other side, even if you can't see it yet. Success, peace, and growth all start with faith. Faith in yourself and your purpose, and in the plan that's bigger than your understanding. There are moments when everything you've worked for seems to fall apart, when doors close that you were sure would open, and when people you trusted walk away. Those moments test your faith. They challenge you to decide whether you will crumble or continue to believe. Faith is what keeps you standing when logic fails, when circumstances turn against you, and when you have every reason to give up. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about believing that even the pain has a purpose. Sometimes faith means trusting that rejection was protection and that delay was preparation. Faith also gives you courage to take steps when you don't have all the answers. You may not know how it will happen, but faith tells you it will. That belief turns fear into action and uncertainty into confidence. Faith and hard work are powerful partners. Faith gives you the vision, and hard work brings it to life. Without faith, you stop trying the moment things get tough. With faith, you keep pushing because you know something greater is working behind the scenes. Faith is not only spiritual, it's practical. It's believing that the time you invest will pay off, that your efforts matter, and that your story is not over. It reminds you that failure is not final, and storms don't last forever. When you keep faith alive, you see possibilities where others see limits. You find peace in uncertainty and strength in struggle. Faith doesn't eliminate challenges. It gives you the power to face them with confidence. No matter how dark the night, faith promises that the sun will rise again. And when it does, every struggle will make sense. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's not what you do once in a while that changes your life. It's what you do every single day, even when no one is watching, even when no one claps for you. Success doesn't come from bursts of effort. It comes from steady, repeated action over time. People often underestimate the power of showing up every day. They think greatness requires massive moments, but in truth, it's built through small, disciplined steps taken with persistence and purpose. Consistency is the difference between those who almost make it and those who actually do. When you stay consistent, you build momentum. It might start small, like practicing for an hour, studying daily, or improving one skill at a time. At first, it feels slow, almost invisible, but consistency compounds, it grows. Every effort stacks on top of the last one until it forms a foundation strong enough to hold success. The problem is, most people stop too soon. They work hard for a week, a month, maybe even a year, and when results don't show fast enough, they quit. But the consistent ones, the ones who keep showing up regardless of emotion, those are the ones who rise above. Consistency also builds trust in yourself, in your abilities, and in your journey. When you keep your promises to yourself, you prove that you can rely on your own word, that self-trust creates confidence, and confidence fuels success. Every time you stay consistent, even when it's tough, you're telling yourself, I am dependable, I am committed, I am serious about my dreams. That mindset becomes unbreakable over time. It's easy to be excited at the beginning of something. Everyone starts with energy and hope, but consistency is what keeps that fire burning when motivation fades. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, and it's rarely appreciated, but it's what builds empires, careers, and legacies. You won't always see results immediately, but that doesn't mean you're not growing. The seed doesn't sprout the same day it's planted. You water it, nurture it, and wait. Consistency is that daily watering, it's faith in motion. Keep showing up, keep doing the work. Over time, those small, faithful actions will produce a harvest bigger than you ever imagined, because consistency always pays off. Sacrifice is the price you pay for the life you want. You can't reach greatness without giving something up. Every dream demands a trade-off, and success doesn't come without a cost. Sacrifice means choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. It's saying no to distractions, late nights out, and temporary pleasure so you can say yes to growth, progress, and purpose. The truth is, if you're not willing to give up what's holding you back, you'll never move forward. Every champion, every leader, every achiever had to sacrifice something: time, comfort, sleep, or even relationships that didn't align with their vision. Sacrifice doesn't feel good while you're in it. It's lonely, it's tiring, and sometimes it feels unfair. You'll see others enjoying life while you're working late or studying hard, and you'll wonder if it's worth it. But the people who rise to greatness understand something powerful. They know that temporary pain produces permanent strength. The moments you sacrifice today become the foundation of your future success. The hours you invest, the sleep you lose, the parties you skip, they all add up to something far greater than the satisfaction of the moment. You can't build an extraordinary life by living an ordinary routine. Sacrifice also teaches discipline and perspective. It reminds you that you can't have everything at once, but you can have what truly matters if you're willing to work for it. When you choose sacrifice, you take control of your destiny instead of waiting for luck or opportunity to appear. You understand that success is not handed to you. It's earned through what you're willing to give up. The world rewards those who pay the price that others refuse to pay. The beauty of sacrifice is that it's never wasted. Every time you sacrifice something for your dream, you grow stronger, sharper, and more focused. You learn who you are and what you value most. You begin to separate what's essential from what's meaningless. Over time, the sacrifices that once felt painful begin to feel purposeful because you start to see the results of your persistence. Sacrifice is the ultimate investment in yourself. When you give up what's easy, you make room for what's great. The road to success isn't paved with comfort. It's paved with sacrifice, and those who embrace it find that every bit of it was worth it. Perseverance is the strength to keep moving when everything in you wants to stop. It's the power to push through the storms, the setbacks, and the silence that follows your effort. Life will test you, it will knock you down, and sometimes it will feel like it's trying to break you. But perseverance is what refuses to let you quit. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. When doors close, when people doubt you, when plans fall apart, perseverance is the voice inside that says, keep going. This is not the end. There's a certain beauty in struggle, though most people never see it, because they give up too soon. Every challenge you face is shaping you, building something inside you that success alone could never teach. Perseverance doesn't mean ignoring the pain. It means facing it head on and walking through it anyway. It means getting up after failure and saying, I'm not done yet. You learn more in those moments of difficulty than in any season of ease, because perseverance reveals your true character. When life gets hard, perseverance teaches you patience. When people walk away, it teaches you independence. When failure hits, it teaches you resilience. Every person who's ever reached greatness had a moment when quitting seemed easier. But instead of giving up, they kept moving forward, even if it meant crawling. That's perseverance, refusing to let your current situation define your future outcome. It's continuing to work when results are invisible, when praise is absent, and when faith is tested. It's trusting that every small step, every sleepless night, and every moment of struggle is leading you towards something better. Perseverance doesn't mean the road will get easier. It means you'll get stronger walking it. There will be days when you're tired, when it feels like no one sees the effort you're putting in. But those are the days that matter most. That's when perseverance is built. Every time you endure, you're preparing yourself for the blessing waiting on the other side. Success doesn't belong to the fastest or the strongest. It belongs to the one who refuses to quit. Perseverance turns pain into power and struggle into strength. Keep showing up, keep pushing forward, because the moment you refuse to give up is the moment your breakthrough begins. At the end of the day, hard work is the great equalizer. It doesn't care where you come from, what your past looks like, or what challenges stand in your way. It rewards those who stay committed, who show up day after day, even when no one is watching. You don't need to be the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest. You just have to be the one who refuses to stop. Every step, every late night, every moment you push yourself when it would have been easier to quit, it all adds up. Hard work might not pay off immediately, but it always pays off eventually. You plant seeds today that grow into blessings tomorrow. When life feels heavy, when progress feels slow, remember that greatness takes time. The dream doesn't happen overnight, but every hour you put in, every drop of sweat you shed, is building the person you're meant to become. The path may be rough, the climb may be steep, but the view from the top will make it all worth it. Keep your faith strong, your focus sharp, and your work ethic unshakable. Don't look at what others are doing. Keep your eyes on your own race and finish strong, because the truth is your hard work is shaping you into someone unstoppable, someone who turns struggle into strength and effort into excellence. So, as you walk away from this message, remember this: success is not a gift, it's earned. It's built by the hands that don't quit, by the hearts that don't lose hope, and by the souls that keep believing even when the world doubts them. You have everything you need inside you. It just takes discipline, patience, faith, consistency, sacrifice, and perseverance to bring it out. Good luck on your journey. Keep your head high, your spirit strong, and your hands busy. Your time is coming, and when it does, you'll realize every ounce of hard work was worth it. Thank you for listening, and may your dedication lead you to the success you've been praying for.